we are going to discuss about sentences. Sentences is the base of English grammar. When I say sentences, that time I mean sentences are a group of words. When they are put together in a correct format, they make a sentence. When a group of words are put in a correct format, they make a sentence. Like if I Good evening, dear children. Today we are going to discuss the topic sentences. What are sentences? Sentences are a group of words which are, when put together in the correct combination, they make a sense. When I say a group of words, remember that you have to put the words in such a order that they give us a meaning, something that is understandable, something that has a meaning. And what are words? Words are a group of English letters. So letters make words and words make sentences, right? So if I'm going to say Priya is a good girl. So this is a sentence which is in which all the words are kept in the correct order and they give us a meaning, and they are telling about Priya. But if I rearrange these words, Priya, good girl is a, then it makes no sense, and this what I spoke is not a sentence. Clear? After that, I'm going to tell you that about the parts of a sentence. Each sentence has two major parts. The first part is the subject part and the second part is the predicate part of the sentence. The subject part has the noun, the pronoun or the noun phrase. The noun, the pronoun or the noun phrase. We all know nouns or naming words, pronouns, the words that are used in place of nouns, and noun phrase is a group of words having more than one noun. Like if I have to say Radha and Mohan, so that is a noun phrase. If I want to say only Radha, that is a noun. He, she, they, we, all these are pronouns. So what will the subject have? The noun, the pronoun or the noun phrase. And the predicate part is also called the action part. It is called the action part of the sentence, which tells us what action the subject is doing. It describes or tells the action that the subject is doing. That is why it is the action part. And what all are there in the action part or the predicate part of the sentence? The action that the noun is doing and all the other words following that action word. So we will just quickly discuss an example and understand what is the subject part of the sentence and what is the predicate part of the sentence. Ram is dancing in the hall. Ram is dancing in the hall. Here Ram is the noun. Ram is the noun and Ram is the subject part of the sentence. And what is the predicate part of the sentence? Is dancing in the hall. Right? So is dancing is the action part. What action Ram is doing? So is dancing plus all the other words following the action part in the hall. So is dancing in the hall is the predicate part of the sentence. And at the same time, subject can also be called the naming part of the sentence. So what are the two parts of the sentence? Subject part or the naming part and the predicate part, which is the action part. Coming to types of sentences, we are going to discuss here 4 types of sentences that are declarative sentences, interrogative sentences, imperative sentences and exclamatory sentences. Somewhere in class 4-3 you have discussed about these sentences, you know about them. We will just quickly do a quick recapitulation. What are declarative sentences? These are information giving sentences, sentences that give us some kind of an information or give some kind of a statement. They are divided into 2 main types of sentences: affirmative sentences and negative sentences. Affirmative sentences are as if positive sentence. Ram is going to the market. And negative sentences are sentences which have words like no, not, can't, don't. They are negative in their description. They talk about something negative with these words: no, not, never, do not, can't. All this are negative sentences. Like Ram is going to the market is an affirmative sentence. Ram is not going to the market is a negative sentence. Coming to interrogative sentences. Interrogative word comes from interrogation, and you have seen many times, we all know, the policeman interrogates or asks questions to the thief. That is interrogation. So interrogative sentences comes from the word interrogation, and here these are sentences which are asking something, they are questioning. We are going to use words like, we are going to begin the sentences with words like why, what, where, when, which, how. Along with this, we are going to use some of the verbs, auxiliary verbs like can, cannot, do not. All these we are going to use to frame interrogative sentences. And to recognize these sentences, remember, we are going to use a question mark at the end of the sentences. What are you doing? Where are you going? Can you help me? Will you go to the market? All these are interrogative sentences. Next category is imperative sentences. Imperative sentences are again a special type of sentences which are also called as directives. Directives, what are directives? Means they give us some kind of a direction, a command, an order, a request. They are directly targeted to the listener. The speaker targets the action directly to the listener where there is no subject. Right? There is no subject, and they generally begin with the verb in the sentence. An imperative sentence begins with a verb, and they generally make request. They give some kind of an advice, command, order, suggestion. All these sentences are included in imperative sentences. Like, come here, go and sit down, please keep quiet. All these are imperative sentences where the speaker is directly asking the listener to do something without addressing to the listener. Right? So here there is no address to the listener. They begin with a verb, and generally they end with a full stop and sometimes with exclamation mark. And request making imperatives always begin with the word please. Coming to exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences are sentences which show sudden emotions like fear, joy, surprise, like hurrah, we won, alas, we are going to the market, oh, what a pity. All these are exclamatory sentences. They express some kind of emotion in their description, right? So exclamatory sentences. And remember children, exclamatory sentences end with an exclamation mark, and we all remember what is an exclamation mark. See this one. This is an exclamation mark.